So, how to befriend a dinosaur, or more importantly, how to practice resilience in the creative process. And yeah, it's a custom mic setup, and yeah, I deliberately picked a matching color for my phone case. So, let me tell you a story. There was a little trip to a nearby town, and as you know, when you're on a long ride, your mind starts wandering and looking for interesting things around. And I got stuck watching clouds. There is always so much magic in them. And at some point, I spotted this little guy in the sky, and I thought, gotcha! And I knew I need to make like a small illustration, like a tribute to him. At first, I thought, that's easy. Well, easy, right? I thought maybe I could make it in Blender. I know Blender to some extent, and I figured, why not? At first, I created a rough sketch. Then I decided to define like a cloud style. Maybe cloud could be a fluffy one, maybe Ghibli inspired one. And at some point on one of these experiments, my computer made a decision for me and just crashed. So another attempt it was. I decided to go to basics and to figure something out just with basic simple forms. And maybe I could play with textures later on compositing phase, or even animate it. So I kept exploring. And here it is. A little animation for a little fella in the sky. So recently I heard this interesting question about, is your thing easy or it's difficult? For me, I guess it's neither, or maybe both at the same time. It's easy for me because I love the process. I love creating beautiful things, like exploring and learning new stuff. For example, animation and compositing are definitely not my wheelhouse. And it's hard because you need to accept that your first attempt will probably look terrible and be nowhere near the vision you have in your head, and to accept that you're just a human, not a perfection, and definitely not a god. And that's the beauty of it. The more discomfort you're willing to go through, the more joy you'll get from the process and come out from this experience like the new person. And even if it's just a silly little animation about a dinosaur cloud. And maybe, just maybe, it's less about talent and more about like grit and tolerance for the failure, accepting the first attempt will probably suck and the second one too, but choosing to keep going anyway. So, what is your thing?